So guys, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's doing alright. And hello everyone on YouTube. Before I play some Tekken, I just want to talk a bit about this. It's not Tekken related per se, but it will probably affect my channel and millions of other YouTube users in Europe. So most of you know that the European Union is a collection of European nations, 28 to be exact, if I remember correctly, which I sometimes do. And they have their own legal system that affects every nation. Wilhelm doesn't want me to talk about this, I can tell. They have their own legal system that affects every nation within the EU, and now they are about to... you might have heard about Article 13, but what they are going to release is a legal document called the European Union's Directive on Copyright, something like that. And what that has is a number of articles, but what is interesting is Article 11 and 13. These are legal paragraphs. And as this is a directive, what that means is that it won't automatically, as soon as it's approved, be legal in all of Europe. What it means when it's a directive is that every nation, once approved, will have the opportunity to draft their own legal texts regarding the directive, but they have to live up to the goals of the directive. So it might look different from nation to nation. But what this means, if implemented, Article 11 and 13, is that the internet in Europe is going to be castrated, to put it mildly. It's going to be censorship beyond anything you've ever heard of on the internet. It's going to kill social media like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch. Might as well go into detail. I'm gonna skip Article 11 because that's a link tax on comments or websites that link third-party content. If you link an article on your website, you're going to have to pay for that article, a fee to the rights holder. So, you know, like IMDb links, well, I mean, they probably have a deal with the websites where they link. But imagine, for example, a forum where someone links to a news article. The forum has to pay. So that's already no comment, you know. But Article 13 removes fair use, which is something I use, for example, and you see most people on YouTube use. So what is fair use? It's when you have a copyright protected work. Let's say Tekken is a copyright protected work, and I have it in the background here, but when you see me here and I talk, I'm adding commentary, I am transforming this copyright protected work into something completely different. This is fair use, and I get the full rights to the new work, which involves Tekken and me. This is fair use. Article 13 is going to remove fair use. They are going to make it so that you can never use anything on social media without the explicit right, what's it called? Without the, God, my English is sometimes dumb as fuck. What's it called in English? They have to agree to you, their permission. I just got it. Thank you, brain. Without the right holder's permission. So for example, this could mean that if you want to stream Tekken in Europe, you might need Bandai Namco to say, it's okay, here's a license, you can stream our game, or you can upload our game to YouTube. This is mostly going to affect people who do covers, musical covers, I think. At least the people I've talked to who know this sort of stuff. They're going to get it very rough, and anyone who makes memes. Article 13 has been called the meme killer. They're going to get big issues as well. I don't think people like me, who make gaming content, are going to be that affected, because gaming companies, developers, publishers, they love that people play their games on social media and spread awareness on the games. They even promote it and encourage it like crazy. So I think those of us who do this are probably okay, but you never know, and YouTube will be forced to make a new content idea algorithm or system where when you upload stuff, today, it might say this could be copyright protected, but we're gonna upload it anyway, and if there are any repercussions, legal repercussions, it's on you. But with Article 13, if it passes now in January, what's going to happen is that we're going to have a new content ID system that if it sees anything copyright protected, it's going to not let you upload. You'll be blocked from uploading. You're going to have to show that you have a license for the content that was triggered by their content ID system. And why is this? Because usually when it comes to this sort of stuff, it's if it's on the individual who uploads the copyright protected work who gets the blame. But with Article 13, YouTube is held liable. Twitch is held liable or accountable, or Twitter. Oh, a random user on Twitter uploaded Backstreet Boys' new video, or some hip artist. I haven't listened to music in 20 years. Twitter gets the blame, not the person who uploaded it. So we are completely reversing the accountability here. But I just wanted to bring this up because it's very, very scary stuff. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen come from the EU, because it would mean mass censorship within the EU. People in the EU would not be allowed to watch creators from the US who use copyright protected work, because this will of course only apply to those of us in the EU who are lucky enough to be left in this hellhole. EU, a lot of good stuff, but this is literally the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and I sure hope it doesn't pass. It's already made it through 2 votes, and in January it's the final vote on the final language of article. So at first I was super nervous that my channel here would be threatened, but I think I'm going to be okay as I do gaming. But this is gonna hurt a lot of people. And people like what's his name? This big YouTuber, Tekken oriented, who uploads compilations of tournaments. Is it Oshoto87 or something like that? He won't be able to do that anymore without the direct permission by the tournament organizers, those who own the actual stream feed. But I mean, I don't know if he's a EU resident or not. I just want to give a brief example, of the sort of stuff that's going to be shut down. It's a tragedy. It's gonna make, if it passes, it's not gonna make EU any more popular. It's the complete opposite. But I just wanted to get that out there. But those of you in the EU, this is really scary stuff. Contact your representatives in the EU Parliament, and please. I mean, I don't usually do this advocacy type of thing, but if you have a time, if you have even a minute to try and do so, please do so, because I think we're all gonna have to speak up on this. It's horrible. Yeah.